Okay, maybe do you think that was what carried the events for you, or maybe they were saying something else on social media, but something else was happening at the background? And also, we can look at event clashes and poor scheduling. That one, Kwame mentioned 24th of December. I was confused. In fact, I was confused. But there were too many major events on same dates. Did clashes force patrons to choose, hurting attendance across board? And then finally, who should regulate December event calendars? I thought we had a calendar.
Yeah, we have one. The GTA does that. GTA collates all the events, across the country, various types of events, and so they do that.
But do you think this year there were some additions? Maybe they probably left out. I think there were new.
Yeah,
ones.
there were new shows.
New shows. That yes.
And even this year, the Accra Sports Stadium suffered. Thankfully, they had the pitch
covers.
Yes. But even there looks like at some point some parts were.
Yeah.
So,
but I think we should start with value for money.
Value for money.
People are paying about 200 Ghana cedis, 300, 500. Others are paying 1,000 for certain events and all that.
And some were paying tables.
Tables that came with stuff like drinks and everything, the experience. But if you paid this amount of money and you went to the event during December in GH, when you went to the event, what were you expecting to see? Were you expecting to see the same performances you've seen the artist put up in the past? Were you looking forward to seeing something different, like Oku Smoke's entry, for example?
Yep.
When he dropped from that chopper-like, prop.
Yes.
From up there, the one that got people talking all over social media, or maybe what Sarkodie did, what was done at Rapperholic when they brought in Bonoa to give a different experience.
Hey.
I also had people also say, I think this time around people had it right when it came to things like lighting sets,
lighting,
design,
the stage.
The sound. I heard industry people commend event organizers for that this time around.
I think most organizations did
that. Yeah,
they did well.
So if you are listening to us this morning and you went to any event, were you given value for your money?
Yep.
What was the experience like? Was it an experience that you say, wow, Charlie? As for the song, I've listened to it. I've listened to the albums and all that. But when I went to the event, it was a different experience.
Or when you went there, it was like, then no ye. What is this? I didn't enjoy it. Or you felt like even listening to the song at home was better than watching the artist perform on stage.
Same old performance.
Which one was it? And when you also, just like when you also paid for the tables and all that, did the drinks come? Did the food come as promised?
and some people who bought tickets for VIP, VVIP, but later they got mixed up with the ordinary people. So the quote-unquote ordinary attendees. General access. Yeah, sorry.
And you didn't. So did you get a place to sit? Did you get the right place to stand or sit, or you had to struggle? And some of you, did you struggle to go to events like the venues where you got there? The place was so crowded, you didn't have access. You were pushed around. You were like you were literally like so. It was so unbearable for you. Some of us will share our experiences.
I think you left one out.
Which one?
You see, there are some mojos, barricades.
Oh, yes.
And mostly at times the girls are in front because the boys don't want to stand in front. They want to go and stand behind the girls. Now, in normally come de demo, normal family, ebuatupa. Those issues, it be serious national security issue. What did they do, the girls?
Those in the general access.
That's the general access.
The boys
standing.
The boys never go there in front of the barricade.
So you think it's deliberate?
They always go. Get anybody know actually not get na queen him. Now no 8 or 5. Now 5 no more bono. Serious etching work at finals.
So it's deliberate.
Boys no the omu yeno very bad. Obi gay, obi near.
Obi ba. Obi what I say?
Church member, serious prayer warriors. Now Jinanechi.
Now I am going to say somewhere then.
Yes, do. I mean, how can you do that? That's a serious concern. When you say show, Get a mistake.
She's a star now. Also, is a public figure.
That issue. See, it was happening. Some of them, we are again 10
yeah.
And that is where I'll use the opportunity to commend Ochame Kwame's son.
Oh yes.
Oh. Sir, Kwame Bota.
Get him money match, no.
But he is like to son of.
Oh, see.
Oh, he shot the girl.
Oh, he didn't shy. He was just being careful.
No,
because Daddy will see.
Daddy will see.
No, the girl in the war or match, no.
Yes.
Not another thing. Because
oh yeah.
when he beat me, so
you think Sir was just
I don't quite. I am because they were again here or experience too
but
much.
I like the way Ochame Kwame took the video and still, you know.
Oh yeah.
She respects respect for women.
How?
Yeah.
I mean, respect for women. Hey, but Charlie girls are bro. That and the girls are bro.
So you think maybe it's the organization, you know, those barricades that were put, because obviously when it's put there, that's what is going to happen.
Yeah, but people why are the boys not in front? That's my problem.
But somebody would definitely be behind somebody.
Yes.
No, we the boys in the shadow.
But sometimes it's not always so.
It's not always so.
Always boys behind girls. It's not always like that.
Boys no. Means and let them boys in the console. They press them on.
You are pressing their neck.
They should stop that. Nini panikika. And yet by force landing. No. We no. Nini kika. Fine.
Adam, how many shows did you attend?
Did you attend
during the December GH?
I attended a few shows.
Okay.
Hottest Jam.
Okay, Hits FM Hottest Jam.
Hits FM Hottest Jam. Rapaholic.
Okay.
I think Taste the Culture. Kim Promise.
Swedro.
The
Swedro one.
Yeah.
Did you do the 1032 last? Did you come?
No.
Okay.
Right. It was the same day.
Taste the Culture.
Okay.
And I was playing a certain role, so doing a podcast, I couldn't join. So I mean, these are, and I think there was a mini show in December.
Yes,
at
24th.
No, there was one B at Bayview.
There was
before.
another in Bayview.
Yeah.
I think that was before the 24th.
Oh, for Yamponsa.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get value for your money or for your presence?
Yeah, I think the shows I attended, I got the value I wanted. I mean, it's one of the reasons, like Rapaholic, like this is one of the reasons I don't want to miss, because it's more of a party, and I mean the whole experience and the kind of patrons. I mean the quality of patronage. It gives a certain vibe. I mean, and there is too much of surprise elements, because they do not announce the artists who are performing. I mean, so you don't know the artists who you meet. So all of them coming becomes a surprise.
Right.
At a point where everyone thought the show was over. Boom, Shatawali. And it's like the whole place is set agog. So like that aspect gives a lot of value to the people, because that surprise element has a lot of emotional satisfaction it gives to people, because it's like something they did not expect and you give them. And I think it's a beautiful moment they do. And Sarkodie sets, I mean how the sets are arranged and what happens within the sets are always refreshing for the people. I mean, this year, look at that set they did for Daddy Lumba, where they were just playing his songs and he's just jamming to Daddy Lumba song, and it was a beautiful one.
Right.
Then Almighty Ebonowa, besides all yeah, then not knowing say ice for niche or train.
I see him for no way.
I say ice for the neko. It was that element too was very beautiful. Then, I mean, other artists who came on. It was nice, and some of them they don't even mention the name. So there was a time those around me they asked, artist Benny, the song is a big song. She's a Cameroonian, but has a Ghanaian boyfriend. This lady, La Bianca.
Oh, La Bianca.
They didn't mention her name. She came on stage
here before.
Yes.
Yeah, she's been here
She's
on
been-
Daybreak.
she's been
Yes,
here before, yeah.
yes.
She was performing. The people who love the song, please, what was the name? What was the name? Oh, she's La Bianca. You understand? So, like, at times, you don't even know who they on. That element is beautiful. Then I think Taste the Culture also had wonderful moments. I mean, the audience, the gathering really had fun. Except that there were times where there were challenges. Like, mostly it was when the Nigerian artists were coming, where they take a lot of, at times 30 minutes to 40 minutes for their sound.
I saw videos
and that moment,
videos online that didn't speak well.
Those moments, the crowd didn't enjoy because they have to wait for what is happening, what is next. And
personally, how did you see that? How did you feel about it?
I didn't like that because anytime it's happening, I try to go into the crowd and even they're asking what's happening, they will be asking you. And there was a time I think I even went to the VVIP and those there were asking why the break, and it was mostly with the Nigerian artists. I mean, they are so uncompromising with their sound.
Do dress rehearsal?
I don't know, but it's like they are uncompromising, like until they feel the sound is okay for them.
Of course, they need to get the sound.
You understand? And it was what was dragging the show. But aside, I think the Ghanaian artists, it was smooth. We didn't even see those challenges with Ghanaian artists. It was very smooth with the Ghanaian artists. And when the Ghanaian artists got on stage, it was a party.
Right.
And even regardless of the challenges the Nigerian were,
Tiwa Savage was seen in the video.
Yes.
Complaining. What happened? You were there.
I think there was a problem with the time because on the running order, she comes before Blacko comes before her. That's what was on the running order.
Did she know?
She knew, but it's like the time. The time, you have to go at a certain time.
Yeah.
You go at 1 p.m., you go at 1 a.m. or something. I think that time had elapsed and she still wanted to go. So the production had to speak to Blacko because Blacko he was even at backstage and he had to get back and come into a car for Tiwa Savage. So he compromised for Tiwa to go. But there was, that complaining you saw in the video, it wasn't with the organizers. It was with her team members. Like, the guy was compromising with the organizers.
Okay.
And she didn't like why. So she felt that guy cannot do. That guy can't. You heard her mention the name that I said he can't do this.
But what I saw after sort of suggested she had a show else and wanted to finish up quickly to be able to catch up and go there.
Even when she finished, she went to her changing room for some time. I think some of the influencers even went there to take pictures and videos with her in her room before she left.
Talking about experience, some people pay to see people like Amare on Taste the Culture. Amare did not perform. How did you feel about that?
I was surprised when at the backstage, because I was doing the podcast, and I even hosted her. We had a conversation and
hosted Amare.
On the podcast, and she was even very enthused to have her time to perform to that audience, and she was really eager to step on the stage and have fun with the audience. So when I later heard, because I was in between, I was hosting the artists. So when I heard that, because I think she was to go after Kim Promise or something like that, or before her and Kim Promise or something. And I learned a car had moved with people following, and they told me it's Amare. I was like, oh, why? I didn't know the details of why she left, but I think I was disappointed that because when I hosted her prior to that, she was really, really elated and ready to have a party with the audience. I mean, you saw her at her show, how she was. She was really expressing that, Charlie, it will be party with a fan.
It looks like Amare seemed to have challenges every time she has to perform at a concert. This will not be the first.
I think
sometime at Chatter House too, about twice, and then now this. What is it? Because at her own show, you see how lively she is. Yeah. She loves what she's doing. She enjoys everything she's doing. So what is the challenge?
And I think both parties
I saw a post. Well, I heard her mom who said that she told her to leave the venue because it looks like things were not going the way they wanted.
Post on social
they
media.
wanted it. So so it was the mom who asked her to leave, and she's the manager.
Oh, but mommy to conclude down.
Sure.
But,
What
did she write?
You have the post, Kwame?
Okay.
I think so. For me, I was like, Charlie, this guy way she mean the thing.
Yeah.
And she go there the car inside like, and I didn't at backstage. I didn't also see any of disagreements and like the way Tiwa's own was like, where you see like, like there has been a disagreement. Like everything looks smooth. Then all of a sudden I saw her in her car going back, and I was like, what's up? And I wanted to.
Okay.
You have the post?
So Amare's mother, Ama Bewa, wrote, because she doesn't subscribe to mediocrity, she invests in preparation, and they switch up on her with all sorts of inefficiencies. She'd been there 4 hours. We'd been extremely patient with the organizers until it was just too much. I'm her mother/manager. I told her to leave.
Okay.
But after this, we did not see any statement from the organizers, Black Star Experience Secretariat, apologizing to patrons or explaining to patrons why happened.
She didn't prepare? I think there should have been a statement.
Yes.
There should have been a statement.
Nobody spoke about it.
Nobody mentioned nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I should do what?
Call Eben.
Who is Eben?
Who is Eben?
Oh, Eben is one of the lead.
The guy who came with Francis for that interview.
Oh, right.
He's one of the lead, one of the those in the forefront.
But we were expecting that as a brand like that. I know that they were in partnership, but as a brand like that, everybody is eyeing Black Star Experience Secretariat. So if this happened,
definitely,
it was right for you to issue a statement.
It's not even just Amare, but even with Tiwa Savage and every other thing that happened backstage, there should have been a statement or something.
Tiwa one, it was just a sound, and she on stage she made that statement.
But you know what? The pain out of that. In as much as you're giving that explanation now, for the Nigerian blogs, it was a different story altogether.
And you know why? There was, some of the media, we also need to be accurate in our report. There was one, is it Gist online or something? They took a video of when she wanted to go on stage and like she had to wait and she expressed the frustration. They matched that with after she had performed and she was leaving. So it looked like I'm frustrated. Okay, I'm going.
Okay.
You know why? They were two separate things.
You see, the more reason we needed that statement.
She stood. I was at the backstage when she was there, and there were other industry people who were at the backstage. When she went to the backstage, she didn't leave. She performed before leaving the backstage. So they just met with that part where she was standing out of the backstage. That time she had not gotten to the backstage.
Two different videos spliced to create a story.
But Charlie, this be mafia. Like, we shouldn't do that. I mean, and media people, we need to be accurate in our reportage. This lady, so if you look at it without seeing the video of her performance, you think that she didn't even perform.
Right.
And that was very bad. I think that was poor journalism. I mean, we shouldn't do that. Just create a bad narrative for events to achieve what? I mean, that was very unprofessional.
How would you score Taste the Culture concert? On a scale of 0 to 10?
I will score the concert 70.
70.
Yes, I think the challenges they had were sound. And I think that sound too, they had one of the best people, Silicon. I mean, they are one of the best in town. So I think it's only their... And those sound issues were... Interestingly, it was peculiar to like Nigerian artists, and I mean that's
even more serious. Let's
Martinez.
Let's bring in Martinez.
Martinez.
Doreen.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you.
We're now seeing you.
Yes.
Oh,
send for there.
Martinez, which events did you go for this? I mean, during the festive season.
Okay, so Beam Festival, Kwesi P.
Okay.
And then 31st night at Prophet Atares place.
31st night in a concert.
In Nakao.
Oh, you went to church, you mean?
Yes.
31st night?
Yes.
How did you go?
It was great. Yes, as usual.
What do you mean by great?
I mean, this is my second time there.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're not a church member?
I've always been a church member.
At Atara's place?
No, not at Atara's place. I'm a church boy.
I'm not.
So,
I'm
so
not saying you are not.
I love to go to church sometimes.
Are you now his church member?
He does what he
Atara's
wants to
church
confirm.
member.
Church member.
Okay, you
You
only
want to
go
be?
there on 31st.
It wouldn't be wrong if
Or you went on an assignment?
No. I was there because there was a service.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yes.
So 3 events, eh?
3 events. Okay.
Because I had like I said, for me, whenever I'm there, I enjoy his performance. Aside being a prophet,
Right.
you know, as an artist, when you mount the stage, like 3 hours performance as an artist, and that is one aspect of him that for me, anytime I visit his church, I enjoy. So,
I'm impressed.
yeah, the
I'm
Beam
impressed.
Festival,
I'm impressed.
PCP, and then Prophet Atara.
How religious and spiritually, involved you are now in matters of the kingdom matters.
Will you be surprised when you see me preaching one day?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Thank you.
I've seen a lot of fake people preach. So. I'm kidding. So did you have value for your money?
Oh, yes,
Well,
yes.
you had free tickets, so value for your presence.
Which is which?
Well, for Beam Festival, obviously, you can't expect anything less. I really had a great time.
Okay.
Yes. Let me take this opportunity to thank Vida Educhimwa.
Oh, she gave you a ticket?
Yeah, she
Oh,
gave
nice.
me VVIP.
Wow.
So,
I didn't
yes.
have one.
Yes, I was expecting
So
to
I
see
didn't
you.
go. I didn't write about it. Continue.
It's unfortunate you didn't come.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
I was at Hit's Hottest Jam.
He
So
will come with
we spent time there.
supernatural spirit or.
But why should it be difficult for you to have invite or ticket to appear at such events, especially the kind of work you do?
Maybe we were supposed to buy.
You're asking Kwame.
Maybe you were supposed
How
to
to
buy.
organize this?
Because, like you said, you requested for it.
Must he?
No,
Continue.
I want to establish something. I don't know if you
Well, I'm
requested
also
for it.
asking. Must
Continue.
Well,
If they regard.
It's okay.
because
Let's continue.
fine, maybe he did and he didn't get, but like you asked,
You were there.
yes, he shouldn't request. I mean, personalities like Kwame, what we do here, I think the organizers should factor it. Yes,
That was why I was asking whether.
should
No, but
factor.
they
They
cannot.
did.
They cannot, out of their own volition, be going out and giving tickets to everybody in the industry.
I understand, but there are certain
There are
figures.
some people who-
there are certain figures
Who
they-
tick the
they
boxes for them? So
should. Because obviously, if you are there, the opportunity for them
Robert
is very
called me.
huge.
1032 loves. He called me and asked if I would.
Yeah, so,
Robert called me too.
also called-
He called you
asked
out.
me,
and so I was there.
So I was there too.
So Kwame,
That's
as
my mister.
Oh, okay.
nice.
Thank you so much for the
As we are
words of
talking about December in GH, we also need to throw more light
That's
on
the
this.
good.
Of course,
Yes,
and I'm
creating
saying
awareness.
he gave me and my partner.
So that is great.
Yes.
I think we shouldn't make calls for even such event. Like I said earlier, it should be factored. Because once you are there, whatever you see, when you come out and you say something about it, it's
But it's not a big deal.
It's not a
It
big
is.
deal.
Because see, because how many media people do we have in this industry? How many stakeholders?
yeah,
do
they
we
might not
have?
be able to invite everybody, but like
Exactly.
I said,
So
there are
if
certain figures, especially
You were invited, maybe. So you have an account to share with us. Share with us.
Well, like I said, I had a great time.
Yeah.
The sound, lights, everything. And I was waiting for the moment Stonebwoy will mount the stage. And his entry, I mean, everybody was talking about it on social media.
The crown.
Yes, you could tell what really went into it. And at that moment, how the crowd, even those at the VVIP got up and they were standing on their seats, cheering him here and there. And you could tell people really came to have fun. And they did. My little worry is the fact that I got there exactly the time. For me, I normally don't joke with my time. So if you inform me it's 8 p.m., 9 p.m., I'm there exactly on time. When I got there, I realized there was somehow empty. And then at a point, I realized it was getting full a bit.
Yeah.
But then as at 10:30, 11, I looked around and I was
packed.
wondering. No, it wasn't packed by then. I was
so-
wondering, why are we like that? Because it's like, if you are not used to that, let's say if you are an event organizer and you are not used to that, you'll be discouraged. Because you look at the time and the number of people in there, you might feel the show will be a flop. But as at 11:30 getting to 12, I turned around and I saw everywhere food. So is it that it has become a norm, part of our system, that, you know, the actual time, we've been talking about, you know, time, arrival time and all of that, starting time, but I think it's getting too much per what I saw. Because I don't know why people will wait come 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I don't know, maybe they feel that's the climax of, so that's when they want to come back. It's not cool. For me, I wasn't comfortable.
Don't you think because there were too many events that day, so people were trying to touch base with every other event, because that day, 24th, was really a packed day. There were other events, Samini show. There's so many, there were so many shows. So maybe some people just like peace, and then they end up around.
Even Kwesi Peace concert the same, but all the same. They were all great shows. So for me, I left around 5:30, 5:35, and then
morning.
Yes, and still people were jamming in there. I was tired. Yeah, but in all of that, it was a great show. Fanta Moja, I loved the performance, and at a point I saw some people seated around me getting fed up. I think it's like they didn't relate.
No, a lot of Ghanaians didn't know him.
They didn't relate.
Yes, so if you could not relate, you feel bored for a long time.
You could hear them screaming. And I'm saying, hey, there's a great man right there, Charlie, legend.
And maybe those people were not true core dancehall, reggae dancehall lovers. Maybe they were just people who love Stonebwoy. But when artists bring on different guest artists, they do that for people who can relate to them. And so if you are the core of the fan base and you are a dancehall or reggae dancehall person, we relate. So maybe a section of people were those who were complaining about his appearance or his he been on stage for a long time.
Yeah, but they didn't relate.
Definitely other people who'd also relate to him.
Yeah, for me, I enjoyed everything. And then when Familia also mounted the stage, obviously, certain kind of people got onto the floor.
Peter.
In fact, everywhere was turned upside down. And then Kwabna too, he also brought a certain touch. Let me throw more light on the up-and-coming artists that perform. I saw one guy out dope. And I love this performance. I love this performance.
My guy.
I love this performance. Charlie, it was crazy.
Ramputu style.
Yeah. And he's released a new one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you could tell he's a dancer. And so how he was able to blend, the
dancing and singing.
You see, for me, I even expected him to be on stage for like 30 minutes. I was just enjoying everything. By the time we realized he has left the stage.
He's there to a rapaholic.
Oh, okay. The guy has a bright future. He's a performer.
He's dope.
Right.
He's a performer.
Me, way back, I knew him to be like 2012, 2013, 2011.
Huh?
Yeah, this guy, he's been
around.
Yeah.
Wow.
He raps like those days. He raps like Sarkodie, so they used to call him Twister.
Then he changed.
Okay.
Charlie, the guy they rap and he sings too very well. So like when after some time he had a relationship with Chameleon. I think that is where the dancehall style came. So it's like a blend of the dancehall and the
dancehall.
rap. Yeah, he's been exposed to Chameleon,
Which
dancehall.
of the Chameleons?
Oh, Chameleon,
the dancehall artist.
artist. So that is where the dancehall grooming came. And I think he was on this program on Adom FM, Darling Factor. He won it. He won the edition he was on. He won it.
Okay.
He's a super talent.
Yeah.
He's
good.
Okay.
And then Claire also did her thing. He showed stuff on stage. I don't know if you saw it.
She did what?
She got the whole crowd,
On which
shouting.
stage are you talking about?
Yeah, Beam Festival.
You said she
Claire.
showed some.
Yeah, she showed some stuff. I mean, those who were
She
there.
brought on stage props.
No.
Okay,
She
explain.
used herself as props.
Let me put it that way. Unexpectedly, she
She took off her clothes.
She didn't.
She went naked.
I wouldn't say naked, but she showed something.
What thing?
What?
Those who were there would understand. That's Maka. Mrs. She showed something. Call her Claire and let her tell you what I'm saying. Let her confirm. Oh, yeah, Niji.
What
Niji. Obia Mbada na no more treat you money, but brotherhood was very, very happy.
She gave you guys a show.
Oh, yes.
Because she showed.
Hey, Chairman.
Oh, never.
Nice.
But I should be money more. We want to treat you money.
Or turning the chair.
They're them fire.
Or turning the chair.
Oh, Nichi.
A Claire.
Oh, a Claire, dear. I mean,
dance out
yes. Queen.
And you want to call 31st night was a home.
So after that, I'm call 31st. So, recipes concerts.
Okay.
Yes, a quick one. Recipe to
have value for your presence.
Oh yes. And let me say, Mark Brown really did a great job. Mark Brown was the MC. And she had a certain touch. I didn't know that side of her, that she was a great performer. I didn't know.
Sure.
So what she did was that if Kwesi finished his performance, she also come and give us hers.
Her version.
So anytime Kwesi leaves, she also mount the stage and she performs Samini's My Own. And
that's one of her favorites.
You could tell, like you feel Samini's presence. I was really surprised. I was amazed.
Oh.
And you see how she handled it as a host creatively.
Yeah.
That touch she gave. I mean, it made the show stand out. And those who were sitting around, they were all talking. In fact, for me, I was even waiting for her performance after Kwesi leaves. So I didn't know we had two artists, hosting the night.
She gave you a show.
She gave you a
yes.
show. A show
without showing. That's fine.
Hey.
And then Prophet Atara.
And then Atara.
Yes, Atara.
Where you went for assignment?
I didn't go for assignment. You see, I always say that with Prophet, those who have seen him perform, they wouldn't be surprised if they see him on bigger stage one day, doing his thing, getting people off their seats. And one thing I realized is that he is able to control the stage when it comes to sound, everything. Aside the prophecies, as for that one, the concert, however, I really had a great time when it comes to, how the service was organized and everything. And it was also a concert at a point. Yeah, because as an artist, he also mounted the stage at a point and then delivered some solid performance.
There is something I like about him. The trumpet he plays.
Yes.
I think that is his strength.
He's an instrumentalist, and
that is
he played drums, keyboard, everything. Yeah. So I'm hoping he mounts the stage this year TGMA, because I believe that what I've seen, the whole world need to see that as well. And I mean, his new song Increase, Charlie, is doing well. So 31st night for me, that is how I crowned the year. I had a great time.
All right.
And prophecies be brave. Kwame also cry.
He's my man. Sure.
But Kwame, my little concern on the culture, Adam was there. So let me ask, the previous ones, or previously, Ghanaian products were displayed and all that. I want to know if it was same this year.
It was same.
They did a fashion show?
Yeah, we did a fashion show earlier. Rhythms of the Runway.
Food.
Then there was food. And when you go there, like village set up, and they were even serving in Calabar, serving in Apotoyewa, and like that few local Ghanaian food. I mean, it was that village was even sponsored by Kivo, so like it was Kivo Food Village. I mean, they came here as part of the sponsors.
Okay, that's fine. My humble suggestion. I wish it focuses on homegrown artists. Local artists, since it's a thing. Other artists can come on board, maybe cheer with, our people, but
guest artists.
Yes, guest artists.
And when they come, they should perform Ghanaian classics.
Yeah, mounting the stage. I think the focus should be on the local or the Ghanaian artists, homegrown, especially the up and coming artists. There should be some sort of opportunity for them, and even pay them as well if possible. I believe that it should be our own.
Yeah.
And I'm happy Sarkodie also honored Daddy Lumba at his event. I wished I don't know of the other events so far. Those I've seen, except of on social media, I've not seen such such a movement. And so
that moment will come
how Sarkodie did, obviously. But then I wished all the artists took time to honor the legend, Daddy Lumba. So big ups to Sarkodie on that.
Thank you so much, Martinez. Good morning, Robert. Happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
How are thou with?
Oh, we're good. We're good. Yeah.
I met Robert at Beam.
Where?
Yes, Beam. He was at Beam. He was at 20 events during the.
You have the pictures.
He was at 20 events.
Robert, is that true?
Or even maybe more.
Yes.
Or even more.
Yes.
I think
Robert
you
did so well.
But he's not
like
taking
the way
it
you
from
are
you.
stressing on this.
No,
He's not taking the title from you.
Oh, the title they take a long time. I bought
Oh, Robert, you were at quite a number of events. You mind sharing?
Yeah. First of all, I think that for me, private sector big ups. Big ups to everybody that invested into the creative economy during the month of December. That is how this whole December in GH actually started, and they've been holding it down for up till this particular moment. Yes, there's been difficult times sometimes, economy, high rise, elements, but yeah, they've been holding it down till present, and I think that each one of them deserves to be acknowledged. Additionally, I just want to also acknowledge the event organizers, because this is like their peak season, back-to-back events, logistics and all of that. Like everybody in that particular space, those who were responsible for light, sound, any form of logistic for, straight into the elements, like everybody did extremely well. Some were oversubscribed, but they had to, quickly work, so like there were nights that there were 4 programs, people were setting up at multiple places and all of that. There were corporate events as well, like end of year parties, end of year programs, and so all of these things were happening alongside all the public events that were out there. And I think that the industry really deserves to be acknowledged for the good work they have done, because whatever has happened in this particular month has got huge impact on the economy in terms of jobs, in terms of revenue generation, in terms of contribution to GRA, contribution to GDP, the level of exports that have been done, the fact that they've been able to hold the entire tourism sector in this particular month together, because they provided enough products. I think that all of them did extremely well, and we need to be able to have our fair share of the national cake each year, because evidently we are doing well. I think the challenge for us most of the time is about policy requirements, the fact that we are unable to economically value our contribution to the GDP. Well, maybe it's happening, but it's not comprehensive, and these are the things that I'm hoping that we should be able to do. If we're able to do that, it's easier for us to have more invested into the sector, year on year, so that's what I'm hoping, that even this year we'll be able to broaden the scope in terms of the elements that goes into the valuation of the economic contribution of what we do, so I'm hoping that we can achieve that. Beyond that, we were happy that our artists didn't just function as recording artists, they also function as performing artists, and that's why they put up their various shows, and we went there, we saw performances. Most artists went around supporting theirs, and usually you don't see these things everywhere. So I just want to say that yes, the success we're enjoying is because several artists went to support other artists, and that is good. For some reason there seems to be change in time of program. Most of the programs started late. Yes. And so you advertise 25th, you perform on 26th. And until we see the daylight, it means that there should no end. And people were taking pride in the fact that we were here for 12 hours or we're here for 10 hours, that kind of stuff. But so it's a thing to watch, it's a thing to address. I'm not too sure the pluses and the minuses yet. I know, for example, some people are more comfortable closing at 5 a.m. than closing at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. because they're not too sure of how to get transportation to move around, that kind of stuff. So while we are not too happy about the start time, there are also safety issues that you want to look into. But I think that for whatever it is, all of these things, conversations need to be held.
Or maybe if you live in Kaswa and when you close around 3 a.m. you not get car.
Please,
and so,
don't be doing that.
Oh no!
Don't be doing that. Anytime you close, you get a car.
No, if you live far away from
Kaswa, baby, anytime you close.
Kaswa, if you live far away from the center, you see, and maybe you close early enough, and you don't have any girlfriend or somebody to go and sleep. You need to wait till morning before you go.
You people should be commending Kaswa for throwing massive support in December.
Robert, sorry
yes,
for
they were everywhere. Kaswa people.
But no show for there.
No show for there. No show for where?
Apparently there was nothing happened there. Oh, I think
Kaswa show was yellow and black. Yellow and black. Yeah, big ups to Mr. Chanty. They even awarded me.
Next year,
it's okay.
Oh, yes,
it's okay, Robert. Please continue.
Next year, Hottest Jam, you go take
so for me, that and for large events, I think one of the challenges I noticed is washrooms, the issue of washrooms, because then most of them were not too clean. Apart from the fact that they'll probably have the VVIP or the VIPs having dedicated washrooms catering to them. Then the challenge now falls on the masses, the general access folks, and the washrooms available and how clean these things are. Usually that's one of the biggest challenges. So you have your beautiful women going and then they are stranded in terms of how to if they want to use the washroom, they are sometimes stranded. As for the guys, so I think that's one of the challenges. Then there were other issues with respect to the clearly demarcating or enforcing the demarcations within the various spaces. I think that's one of the biggest challenges that were experienced. Those who had previous programs and factored that in were able to work around it, but some it was just not too good. The clashes that were experienced, for me, two things. Some of the clashes we knew of them before it actually happened. It's not but then what it taught me is the fact that with proper segmentation and targeting, you would clearly see that everybody, or all the events had good attendance. And so it means that you can have multiple events on the same day and still be successful, so to say. So that's kudos. However, I think there was one of the sessions where we had with GTA where I mentioned that sometimes the reason why we have these clashes is because we do not know if other people are having shows on that same day.
True.
So, for example, we submit a date to you, and we like I've selected my dates, but I don't know if other people are doing same thing on that particular day. Yes. So by the time they publish it, so they would actually get the opportunity to see it.
Right.
But then they end up publishing it. So I actually suggested to them that it would be nice for them to call the parties involved and say, okay, so there are 5 programs happening on this particular date. Are you comfortable? Do you still want to maintain, or you would like to change it? Because really, there are what I know we do in events is if I have a date and I publish first, others might not. Because then what you are going to now battle with is airtime, because you have to now advertise more to be able to get your message across. Sometimes you also have the challenge of logistics. So if I want to use this particular person, then I end up, if there are 5 of us, then we have challenge with respect to logistics. And if we don't have, the first class, world class logistics or state of the art logistics, then it means that, some programs will end up suffering. So yes, for me, it's one of those things that I really wish that this year, if that should happen, they should be able to, share that information with the members involved. And I think, at the end of the day, the hike in figures, that has been discussed over and over again. But it's also an area that we really need to look into. I'm not too sure how this should be handled, because I also understand from the perspective of event organizers how some of these things go.
Production cost.
Because like yesterday I was at a particular venue. They were running, so they had people they had employed in terms of people serving and all of that, and lights and everything on, AC, all of that, and it's a Monday, right? And it was literally empty. It would continue that same way Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday it will pick up. Saturday it will pick up. Sunday probably nothing. So even though you have 7 days in a week, you have only 2 days where you're probably making sales, and these 2 days are supposed to be, that's how you generate your money, and it's supposed to take care of everything you're doing throughout the month. But the venue, once you have it, if you're paying rent on it, you're paying rent every month. So sometimes the challenge is, okay, what happens when it comes to December and you have so many people and demand is high? So even if you allow the elements of demand and supply to come to play, then you'd realize that, okay, people are charging extra and that is when they get to make their money. And then sometimes they also charge extra because there are too many people, desiring to come into that particular club. The place is choked, and you still want to get in. Okay, well, if it's 200 cities right now, it's 500 cities, and you still have people come through. So they use price to ward off people, that kind of stuff. But it's also clear that if the rates in this country are high and people are coming into this country, then they'll be looking at their total expenditure as compared to maybe going to another country. And so then what happens in the future is that you might not get people coming back. So the conversation we'll need to have it and then find a middle ground of how things should succeed or how things should go about. But otherwise, I think that we had a good time, and it would be nice to see what really happens subsequent years.
Let me read these 2 messages, and then we'll come back and talk about 1,032 laughs. You were there, I was there. Yes, I would love.
I saw some funny videos. Parrot mouth.
Relax. Edem wamba. Video Well, this one says, I attended the Beam concert, and from around the stadium to everywhere inside the arena, anywhere you pass, you see a security personnel. Lightning was on point with performances. Only problem I got was the timing of which the team gave an explanation, and to also the sound was late to reach the back of the stadium. So I think speakers should be around somewhat. Was a great experience altogether. This is Quishmatic. And this one says, a top up to Martinez's account on time. One guard advertised the time. Imagine he was disciplined and performed at the advertised time, though it wasn't full. Some will take it out of context and call it a flop. However, audience will be careful subsequently because they will begin to understand he won't wait for the lateness and will come early. But hey, time and discipline won, and I can't be part of it. So that is the message that came with regards to Beam concert. Yep. Well, I was there. Robert, you were there. I think one of the things with Beam concert, yes, I saw a lot of security personnel, but getting in was difficult for me, and even I saw others as well. I had my VVIP pass. I showed it to them, but it was chaotic. So at a point, I remember
maybe the gate should have been open earlier.
Gates, they open the gates. So I think the challenge for me some of these events, I've come to notice that when you come late, things when you get there late, that's when you begin to have issues. Really. Right. But if you do come in early, things are a bit easier, and you basically go through successfully.
Robert,
so
I got there, I think almost 12. Yes,
that's
but
right.
wait, there were a lot of entries.
Yeah.
Because I remember at a point I even asked a key person at the stadium. I asked her, where is the VVIP entry? And he couldn't tell me. No one could tell me where it was. And even where to pass, like I later went to pass some. It was an experience, but in the end, it was a politician who was entering who saw me and held me by the side of the hand. But
it was serious.
Yeah, no, it was, and you could tell the security they are there. They are seeing you. They are seeing your pass, but it's like. And the thing is that it wasn't that they didn't want you to enter, but anytime they try opening, for some reason, some then they will come and push everybody in there. So I think they were being careful, but that too sort of affected maybe one or two people. But in the end, Koji.
Not the artist.
Yes.
So the artist.
I'm listening to you right now. I'm comparing. I was at the City Splash in UK.
The what? The
City Splash in
right?
UK. It was 35,000 plus people who.
December.
No, December.
That was
35,000 people. 35,000 plus people that were there, and they had like how many stages? They had about 6 activation points, 2 huge stages. Molly even performed on that one of the stages at that place, and then they had different jams and points, and they closed exactly 10:30
p.m.
Yes. What's his name? This there's a reggae dancehall artist. I've forgotten his name. One of the Popcorn.
Okay,
he was the last act.
Right. Popcorn.
Yes. When the time was up, he hadn't finished his set. Yeah. They closed.
Which is normal out.
All we saw was a post. Thank you very much. See you next year. Yes. That was it. And the guy was like, you could see him trying to say hello into the microphone. It was off. You understand what I'm saying? Now, before he came onto the stage, it dragged about 15-20 minutes before he came onto the stage. And when he came on, he did his set, and then when the time was up, they closed. When they closed, it was a different ballgame altogether. The security, everybody rerouted to focusing on exit.
Yeah.
Every path you could use going out had been, reoriented in terms of the people, the barricades, the direction, the cars where you're supposed to pass, where people are supposed to walk, that kind of thing. So it was one of the things I intentionally participated in for the purposes of learning to understand how large crowds are managed during some of these events. And so I'm just doing the comparison, and I'm realizing that the culture is different.
It's different.
You understand? Yes.
Our timings are different.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe if we said, for example, that the venue, not the event, the venue is closing at a specific time.
Right.
That would change a lot of things. Because you remember there was this, was it Davido? There was a Davido concert in the UK where because of the time, I think they didn't allow Stonebwoy to perform for a longer period. I don't know, like artists that were going to be featured were not allowed to perform for a longer duration. They just did short periods, and then they had to close at a specific time. And I think if Davido went over a little bit, but they paid for it. Anytime you go over, you pay for it. That kind of stuff. Yes, and it was the same. I think I was another program again, still in the UK, and it was one of the Ghanaian shows. I've forgotten, but Brafo was on it, and and cool. And at the set time when they were supposed to, they closed. Fine. Whether you finish your set or not, done.
You were done. So Robert, I think, and that's why a lot of diasporans, when they come and they realize the time we even start events, they wonder because they know that they finish over there. Their concerts usually end by 11.
Yeah.
But you come to Ghana and it starts at 12, 3, 2.
Doreen, as Rapperholic, there were some diasporans at where I was. Now, Saturday came after 12. So when it was getting to 12, they were like, Pacho, Saturday mba. We came for Saturday. Obeba onche. Then about 11:30. Hey, Pacho, are you sure? I feel about 12. Almost say, brah. Obeba we did me sure. And they left before Saturday came. Yeah. It was like almost maybe and the time, like they thought that by 12 now about, and I mean by 12 they had to leave the place. Their timings and others are different. So we need to, if we really are looking at them, that we want them to come and experience, we also need to consider them. Maybe 11:30 you can come and do a set, then you go and you come back. Like, we need to find a way to consider them because before 12 near there, then Oba still started 2:30.
so then imagine you advertise it, and then you give because you have your stage warmers, so to say.
Yeah.
So imagine you make your first appearance at 10.
Yeah.
okay, and then you do like a 30-minute set,
right?
And then you go back,
yeah,
and then
other
say,
people come on.
That assures everybody that it's the action will certainly happen or is happening, that kind of stuff. And those who are home will also the guy is started, that kind of stuff. So that also exists. And then sometimes to the I'm not saying we shouldn't give slots to the up and coming acts, but imagine that you have a break of you have like a 2-hour slot of people performing whose songs you don't know.
Yeah.
And then you're just sitting.
You're just
waiting.
sitting there watching them jump around.
Yeah, so they need to find a way to have DJs play in between these folks, so that you marry the known songs with unknown songs, so that you keep the people excited at the beginning. Because when you might like back to back folks that you don't know them, and then they are just waiting. Sometimes it's just
Doreen,
talking about time, some people too arrive on time, but they will be hanging around.
Well,
they wouldn't come in. They would just be hanging around, doing their own stuffs. I don't know if they might be doing that, waiting for
networking.
Some too are waiting. Some are usually hanging around because they don't have tickets.
Yeah.
So they are waiting. Will be Mambie.
Had them social networking.
Okay. But it was different with 1,032 laps, honestly.
Yeah.
It was so different. It was
the time,
listen, it was so different. I
like your energy.
You know, and a honsna nipa is not to say nipa nipa. Yes. You see the quality of nipa, and you see, you could tell even from the way people dressed there. You could tell the kind of people who came. I'm sorry, but like I had to. Robert,
they are comparing to some shows.
I'm not comparing. I am telling you what I saw. This was my first time at the 1,032 laughs. So I'm telling you what I saw. The class of people. I mean, there were tables, but everybody was comfortable. Even though the comedians made our lives very unbearable, they teased us till we were like
tables.
Yes, no, there were tables, and then they have the premium. Then we have the regular, which is on the side and side.
They mind tables in the
Manto table in
but out to table.
But where I was sitting, I was very comfortable, and the lineup for the comedians too was massive. I don't think somebody even went overboard. They were all on time. It was straightforward.
Okay. To the point.
The laughter, like everything that came with it, and there were not many. There was no time for it's not to say that they didn't give the opportunity for upcoming, but the number. It was how many? 6? Was it 6, Robert?
Yeah. 6. Well, it was
with Togo.
If you add the musicians, that would make it 7.
7.
Yeah, they are always on time.
They are always on time.
We closed and then we came to Taste of Culture.
I mean, like now say, hey.
That is where
you have more time.
In fact, that was the exciting moment from. Is the way it ended and everybody just got up and we're moving. No long talk. We all knew it was over and it was time for us to go. But I enjoyed every bit of it. Kobna's performance. Oh my goodness, it was simply amazing. It was classy. That's all I can say. It was classy. It was packed. It was beautiful. They made everybody comfortable there, and it was just everything. I wish I had been to previous ones, but this was my first time, and I really appreciate the fact that Robert took time to call and then confirming I did go get my tickets.
I wish December come fast.
He called me.
Darling, thank you
so much. But Rob, you didn't call me.
You were busy.
I was busy.
I think it was a network issue. Yes, but I had a good time. And
but you see, 1,032 laughs.
That's the 33rd edition.
33rd edition.
Wow.
Sweet. This program years ago. It was just about Niger comedians. But now I look at it
and
I see Obi, Lexi, Putogo, Foster,
Parrot Mouth,
Lexi.
Then I see Basket Mouth.
It was only one. One Nigerian. Okay.
Is it the same show?
It's the same show.
Maybe it means our comedians have improved.
They have.
They have matured. Their shows. They have a certain market.
They've matured.
They can bring
because for this 1,033 laughs and music.
Is it 32 or 33?
I always get the name wrong.
It's 32.
32,
But
but it's a
it's
33rd edition.
You know, when you're
Just like the
counting-
TGMA.
Yeah, it's just when you count from 1,000, instead of from
32.
1,000 and 1,001.
I bet
So,
okay.
I bet one that I know send a message.
'Acknowledging that.
1032, 33rd edition.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
lovely.
No, and that's what we are encouraging other events to do. We are not saying don't bring the Nigerians.
Oh, bring foreigners.
Bring them one big,
Yeah.
then we have a lot of guys. So that's all we're
We also
asking
want
for.
our people to go out.
To go there.
But like you're saying, Kakrebi.
No, but our guys are doing well.
They're doing well.
Honestly.
And to see a parrot
Honestly.
to Ghana and that's what.
Oh, no, he's here.
He came to Ghana as a teenager.
No, he's been here since.
He's one of us.
His chi kills
And
me.
even he started his comedy here in Ghana.
I say his chi kills
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
It was he was a drummer.
Yeah.
It
Oh.
was so one of the days like something happened and he had to. So he said
You attend the same church with him.
SOG pressured
Yeah.
push him to go and say something. So he said something they laughed. Then SOG pressure from there he started showing him videos of Akporo.
So he began comedy in church.
Yeah.
Church.
Then so that's why he's bishop
That's
of
his
comedy.
bishop.
He's bishop of
Oh,
comedy.
Bishop of Comedy. I
good.
loved his sets. He
I think
did-
my first time watching him was at
He's very
Lexi's concert
Yeah.
at UPSA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my first
He's
time watching
very
him.
funny.
It's the way he went on the Kumasi
Hey,
Prophets.
He go spoil you.
But our
preachers.
boys have really proven that
They
we have them.
have. They've been amazing.
Yeah.
Doreen, there is something I want to commend all those who stage event, from event organizers to the artists. I mean,
like-
their stage, like a lot of prominence is given to the stage. The kind of so the stage experience they give you. I mean, that's a lot of investment, and it's really lovely. And I want to commend them. They need to keep it up. And that's really beautiful because at times you go and you show people who stage now. Who say enkoye.
How does it look like? How does that stage look
On
like?
stage now you say ye kakra frame we keeping kakra.
Hey.
Na vibe.
We keep send
Na
it here.
assign amao prayer warriors vibe. Sana vibe a stage in mano. Into who's have vibe? So way. Oh, but the stages they are putting up, man, it is giving.
Yeah.
And
It is
I mean,
tea.
Yeah, the stage is staging, and I say big ups to them because it not be small money.
Yeah.
Okay.
The LEDs and other things.
I want to commend the Ghana Police Force for what they also
yes.
did extremely. I mean, look, we finished December in GH. I've not heard of anything negative, so to say. And
There were prophecies. It's just that it didn't happen.
The 7th
So,
January one.
I'm
No.
just happy
The one
that
for the first
at the end
day
of the
of
day,
Christmas.
it went well. And more importantly, and
It's
I made this at
decision.
one of the sessions, and I would like to reiterate it one more time: the fact that we need to have a special unit, within the Ghana Police Force, meant purposely for everything with respect to events.
Right.
People who look the parts, people who are trained, who understand that they have to be firm, but they need a human face in warding off people or anything negative, who understand how to manage, the elements that you bring into the space, and, basically crowd control, and they understand the ratio in terms of the one person to 50 or one person to whatever, and everything about it, and the different kinds of events and what to do and what not to do.
Right.
So at the beginning they had conversations in terms of how they can perform their duties, and they worked with the event organizers well. GTA organized that, and we're happy, but I think going forward we need to be able to up our game in that particular respect, just so that we can provide more. And yes, and maybe we are calling the other agencies to also play their role. So for example, you have a 24-hour economy, you have people chilling December and GH, nightlife is king, and so therefore we should not have situations where we have pockets of places with dark patches on the streets. The street lights need to be up. So it is multiple agencies of the government all throw in what they are supposed to throw in to ensure that at the end of the day we are able to have a good experience. And so the street lights is non-negotiable, really. I think they should be able to have it in all the right places. It's very necessary.
Thank you so much.
Right.
Let me quickly do this birthday shout outs. It says blessed birthday to Emmanuel Ni Ankra of Latibia Koshi and USA. It says may this year bring you grace and extra blessings from family and friends in Latebio Koshi.
Doreen, please, it's also the birthday of my chairman, Kofi Ochedako.
Right.
We mentioned it earlier.
We mentioned it earlier.
From you to him.
From you to
Director of Diaspora Affairs at the Office of the President. Big shout. He's a wonderful personality. God bless him, good health. 48, you really look good.
And happy birthday to his wife as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
they should do party.
Yeah.
He knows half of Ghana.
At Accra Sports Stadium.
The
party for go of Accra Sports Stadium.
You do
party for sponsorship in the brand.
Okay.
Well.
Thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming in this one. Thank you, Robert. And thank you, Robert. Thank you, Adam. And thank you, Martinez, for coming through this morning. We'll continue the conversation tomorrow. And do well to be part of it. Thank you, Mr. Hagler, supported by Debbie Sway, Nee Apness on social media, and DJ Fantastic for handling good music right here on the show. My name is Doreen Avio.
My name is Kwame Dazi.
And up next is Music Box with DJ Black. Do enjoy.
This is Hits.